All right. So today, I got a clutch of Papuan pythons hatching, which on one hand is extremely exciting. On the other hand, a little bit of a letdown. For whatever reason this year, I've had terrible luck with bad eggs. So this is the first Papuan clutch that I got. And it was from a virgin female, so I mean it's her first clutch, whether that has something to do with it. But I believe it was 9 eggs out of her. I think there's 3 good babies. There was a few dead in the eggs that rotted out in the beginning of incubation, so I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I use the same incubation I've always used, same that I had almost 100% hatch rate out of my last Papuan clutch, so I don't think that's the issue that I'm having. Yeah, I don't know. My second Papuan clutch, which is from the female that had produced from me in the past, or for me, that one's 3 weeks away from hatching, and all the eggs look good in that one, so it could just be luck of the draw, I suppose. But here we are. I think it was at day like 92. I decided to cut them, and that's when I found that there was some dead babies that were fully formed by, dead baby. And then these 3, so there's a 4th egg in here that I feel like the baby was dead in there. Yeah. Yeah, no good. There's a dead, fully formed baby in there. Which on one hand sucks, but I mean, at the same time, like, how many people have bred Papuan pythons, so you can't complain much about it, I guess. Let me see if I can get you a view of these guys in here. Pretty cool. So, I'm happy with 3. The nice thing is, this is a completely unrelated pair to the pair that produced last time for me, which I also have another clutch from, an incubator. So I held back a pair from that last clutch I got, right? So I'm hoping that there's a pair in here because I'll hold it back. Ooh, feisty. And then I'll have 2 captive bred, unrelated pairs of Papuans that I produced in this room, which would be unheard of. Like, that's so cool. Just like the first time. Papuans are like generally so mellow and not striky snakes. So for the first clutch, I was shocked at the babies being striky. Like, I didn't expect that. Look at this guy. Mouth open. He's pissed, this little sucker. Ooh. Hey. Jesus. Cool it, pal. Guy's a little prick. How cool here. Let me get these suckers situated here, and then we'll take a better look. Big. Okay, this is the pissy guy over here. We're gonna get old pissy pants put away. Lay off, dude. Lay off, man. That's a big fat baby, old pissy pants. Woo! Chill, man. Okay. These 2 are being pretty chill. Big babies right out of the egg. I feel like these were almost not as big as the first clutch, maybe. But that's fresh out of the egg, you know what I mean? That's a big snake. They move so much. And the lighting, I thought the lighting in this room might be okay, but it's not really the best. But yeah, so I did same thing. I incubated them at 87.5. Like I said, I cut them on day 92. Just I was concerned with the clutch. The eggs were looking rough. But Again, like I said, who knows, right? It was this female's first clutch. This female was imported. This is a pair I got from a buddy like a year and a half ago. The female was smaller when she was imported. I think she was like a big juvenile. And then the male's like typical 12-foot adult male imported out of the wild like that. But I just kept the pair that I got from him. I didn't try and mix them up or anything with my other ones. Like I just paired those two together, got a clutch, and then I paired my original pair. So I'll probably try and not mix it up. But what I'll do is eventually once I raise up, like I said, I'm praying that out of these three, there's a male and a female, because I'll hold that male and female back. And then I can pair these ones to my holdbacks, which are 100% unrelated, all captive bred. Just phenomenal. I literally have dreamt, I didn't even dream of having unrelated pairs of babies when I was a kid. I just dreamt of breeding Papuans one day, which is cool. So I was hoping this was going to be like a mixed bag hatching video, because I have a quince monitor coming out of the egg right now. I have a clutch of Bismarck ring pythons all crawling out of the eggs right now. So I was just going to do one video. But all the other ones are still coming out of the eggs and stuff, so I figured whatever. I'll just break it into three separate videos. The rings I'm excited about because there's a very funky patternless, but not clean patternless. It's like a smoky, it's a weird looking baby. So another holdback. But yeah, super cool. Big things, like, I mean, I'm guessing male, female. I mean, I'm not going to actually sex them right now, but kind of looks male. Really looks female. Interesting. It's funny, because I noticed with the last clutch, this one has more of like a narrow square head, and I've noticed it with my adults as well. It's very subtle. Like, this one has more of like a narrow square head. This one has like a rounder head, wider. And for whatever reason, my adults kind of have that look, and something I noticed too. I don't know if you can see here. The belly scales right after the vent. The first like, I don't know, first like 9 or 10 are fused like one scale, and then they're split down the middle. I don't know if it's actually something, but I noticed that with males. And then this one, if I can, they're split all the way right to the vent. And the taper of the tail is like, obviously I'll actually check, but I would bet money that that's a male and a female there. Both very chill. One is way bigger than the other. Well, debatable, yeah. Very, very, very cool. Now, obviously, since I bred both pairs this year, I won't be pairing Papuans again this next season. I'll give both pairs the year off. This next clutch has 12 eggs in it, so I won't be holding any back from that next clutch. So those ones will all be for sale. Canada only, because I am in Canada. But very cool. I want to see if I can get a look at this one's tail. This one is such a nasty little sucker. Oh my god, man. Has a male-ish look to it under on the tail, but the tail's kind of folded up. Little Little grumpy guy. Alright. Little grumpy guy here. I don't even want to put the other two in with him because you seen him wrap the other one. Like crazy little sucker. So yeah, what I'll do with these guys, I'm not going to put them together. Usually I'll put them together till they shed and stuff, but these guys I'm just going to, especially because there's only 3 of them too, I'm just going to put them in 3 separate bins, wait for them to shed, offer them food. The last clutch was not difficult to get feeding. They all started on frozen thawed, no problem. They're such a prehistoric little python. But look at those, fresh out of the egg, like those are big babies. Look at those real fine scales. And then the eggs. Let me see if I can. You know, that's an egg, right? Real long, big eggs out of these things. Yeah, that's where he came out of. So yeah, thought I would show those off. Little babies. Maybe tomorrow I'll film at that point. Same thing, man. This season with the eggs, like I lost a good portion of these. My Australian olive clutch was the same. Like a lot of babies dead in the egg. These Bismarck rings, there's I think 4 good ones. The white lip pythons, monster clutch, biggest one I've been able to find anywhere. 18 eggs, but I think there's 7 that look good right now. Like they just start dropping like flies. So I don't know what the deal is. Like this Papuan clutch, this second Papuan clutch looks great. All the Maclot eggs look good still. The false water cobra eggs look great. All of that. So I have no idea. It's hard to say, right? Whether it's a fluky thing. Another fellow online actually also got 2 Papuan clutches this year. Crazy. And he was mentioning he had the same thing. His second clutch looks great, and his first clutch the eggs are dropping too. So whether it's a coincidence, whether it's that I didn't give any of the females like really serious nighttime drops, I don't think that's the issue. Maybe it could be, or I guess maybe the males didn't get serious nighttime drops. We'll see. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing for the next couple seasons and see if there's a similar pattern. But I think it was just a fluky bad year. I also went back to incubating the way that I used to back in the day, just right in the substrate. And I haven't had any issues now, so I don't know. You know, it's always a guessing game, right? You think you get this stuff locked in, you're producing, you know, a species like clockwork, boom, 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 boom. With monitors, right? You'll be cranking out. You got 50 babies you've hatched out of a female. And then one time she just doesn't like any of her nesting options, and, you know, like breeding this stuff is not so, it's not like a recipe that you can rely on, right? They're living things, so always, you know, something can go wrong. But regardless, I'm happy to still be getting all these babies. So yeah, we'll see if that last ring python, the really cool one that I want to hold back, if it's out of its egg by tomorrow, which I think it's like halfway out right now, then I'll film that for you guys. The quince monitor, same thing. It's the last quince monitor egg that I have. When I ran into complications with my female, that was the egg that she was able to get out. And then after, you know, a bunch of oxytocin injections and stuff, like over the next week, she got out some other eggs, but they were no good. They were in there too long. So anyway, yeah, these 3 clutches were not full clutches, but on the other hand, really cool species that are not often bred. So I guess I got to be appreciative of that. Anyway, enough of me complaining. Check that out. True Canadian captive bred Apodora papuana, aka more holdbacks for me. Wicked.